Hello and welcome to this short informational video by Practican La Ciudad. Today in this short informative video we're going to be looking at the direct method of learning language. The aim of this video is that by the end of it you have a much better understanding of the key concepts really at work here. Firstly, we're going to look at defining the direct method of learning language. Secondly, we're going to try and identify what are the key concepts and ideas at work in the direct method. And thirdly, we're going to explore the criticisms of the direct method of learning language. So let's briefly have a look at the direct method so we get a better understanding of it. There's two key points in the direct method. Firstly, the language is learned through association of words and objects. For example, keys or pen. The second is that we should experience a new language in the same way that we experienced our mother tongue or native language. For example, smells, sounds, emotions, feelings, all of this has to be seen in the learning of a language, just like it was when we were children. We're now going to look at the four major characteristics of the direct learning method. The first major characteristic is the importance of the vocabulary and the language learning through the use of pantomiming, through the use of real objects like keys or a pen, and the importance of visual learning materials. Now, the second major characteristic of the direct learning method is the focus on question-answer patterns. Now, what does this mean? This means hello, goodbye. How are you? I am well. Yes, no. The third major characteristic of the direct learning method is the importance of closeness to the mother tongue and pronunciation. Now, this is bringing in a lot of cultural ideas because when a language is spoken, it is something that is always changing and is very, very culturally relevant. The fourth major characteristic of the direct learning method, and perhaps my favorite, is grammar is never specifically taught. It is assumed that the student will acquire the grammar through practice of spoken language. From day to day, in the shop, with their family, with their friends, whoever. We're now going to explore some of the criticisms of the direct learning method. Now, there's four major criticisms that can be seen. The first criticism is that grammar is never systematically learned, and this can lead to errors further down the road. The second is that it is time-consuming to create real-world situations and real-life simulations just to learn a language. The third criticism is that the method intentionally ignores reading and writing exercises and comprehension. And again, maybe some people need to be writing the language and not just speaking it, whilst others, they're going to use more of their time reading than writing or speaking. The fourth major criticism of the direct method of learning language is that students can often end up with a much smaller vocabulary than their partners learning in other methods. Perhaps this is from the lack of reading and writing that accompany the method.
Practica en la ciudad. Diviértete aprendiendo idiomas.